poisoned the water, defunded the schools, stole the land, and then turned around and say, why can't y'all get it together? That's not failure. That's a setup. That's a setup. That's a setup. And you already know what it is. They starve black cities and then blame the people for dying. There's a pattern you're not supposed to notice. They underfund the water, they strip the tax base, dissolve the infrastructure, and then turn to the camera and say, see, black people can't govern themselves. Right? That's not failure. That's all narrative warfare being painted out in a ritual of collapse that they themselves have set up. Here's the thing. They do it like this. Pick any black city. Any black city. We can talk about Jackson, Flint, Baltimore, Memphis, East St. Louis, Gary. The pattern is consistent and is disgusting and disturbing. They withhold state funding first. They gentrify or abandon. They undermine leadership. They over-police and under-support. They exploit crisis for privatization. And then they say they did it to themselves. They burn the roof, then sell you the tar and ash while you smell like the smoke. Here's the thing. Then they give you this sovereignty illusion. First, right? They say you have black mayors, black councils, black leadership, but they won't mention this. That you have federal disinvestment, redlining legacies, state takeovers, corporate extraction, and anti-black policy sabotage. It's not sovereignty. It's performative democracy with a knife in its back. And you can't call it self-governance if every lever is rigged. You can't call it that. That's not what it is. So now we're in a situation where people mentally, after decades of curated decay, they ask, why can't y'all fix your own communities? That's when they want to ask it. What, and they always do this every time. They do it with Flint, and you hear black people talk like this all the time. Why can't we get it together? We got the resources. Let's just make it happen. Are we being serious? Are we being serious? What's happening? What's happening? They do this all the time. And some of us start believing it. Start blaming each other. Start fighting over scraps. Start thinking our failure is proof of cultural deficiency instead of engineered scarcity. They didn't just defund your city. They overfunded your shame. So now after the water crisis, the narrative starts to flip. You get an extraction and takeover. Outsourcing contracts, private equity housing takeovers, charter schools replacing community governance, nonprofit colonization, and corporate revitalization that displaces the displaced. Right? Like, you don't get to be home anywhere. Right? That's one thing America tries to get you to be at. You don't get to re-indigenize anywhere. They shuffle you. Right? They mine the collapse for profit and then make you pay the emotional tax. So think of it like this. They talk like this. You bled. They bought the land. You wept. We write the op-ed. That's all that happens. That's all that happens. We're going to get a New York Times piece. Right? That's all that's going to come out of that. Black autonomy, here's the thing, because I want y'all to stick with this. Black autonomy must be proved, not presumed.